Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Let's continue with our Draconian wizard, Ithis. And we last left him in the Lair. I believe he had learned a few decent spells by now, and was risking all his potions with Ozokubu's refrigeration. Yes, we're down to about 3 potions now. We're going to have to be careful with that, as tempting as it is to refrigerate our enemies. And looks like we found a Minotaur's lair, so let's use a magic mapping and locate the Minotaur. There he is. Let's see if we can get away from the spawny frog. We cannot. So we will kill him as quickly as possible. And continue on. A book, we're going to stop for that. We have considerable time before the Minotaur disappears, but not that much. And let's hope we have enough food. Yes, that should be fine. Nevertheless, we will stop to eat. Let's make sure we're going in the right direction. We are. The only thing that can stop us now is a herd of yaks. And in we go. Let's drop these chunks before we go in. Not that it matters where we drop them. And here we are in the Minotaur's lair. We have two choices of direction in which to go. I am getting the sense that the center of the lair is to the southwest. However, I'm wrong. The center of the lair is most definitely to the west, or to the east, perhaps a little north. There we go. Don't ask me how I know these things. You have to have a sense for Minotaur lairs. That's interesting. Let's cause a bit of a ruckus in here. Well, that didn't ruckus at all. Deep water. And here is the center of the lair. Wander on in here and look for anything different. Usually the center, the Minotaur's home is marked with stone. And it looks like we're cut off here. Let's just continue to clamber northwards a little bit. And that is a little better. Here's the stone, and no doubt the Minotaur is inside. Mephitic Cloud most likely won't stop him, but we do have Blink, so we can get away if he is immediately upon us. We also have our Conjure Flames, which he will no doubt charge into. I suppose we can take one hit. Let's hit him with the Mystic Blast. He hit us once. It wasn't too bad. Another Mystic Blast, and one more should do it. There we go. That third shot was a little bit dangerous. We found a ring, a scroll, and another scroll. But the real good should be on the staircase here. Tome of Destruction, some robes, some ring mail. We'll most certainly grab the Tome of Destruction. We will also grab the staves, and the crystal ball. Let's just make sure we got everything. The robes are of no use to us. An amulet of the gourmand, excellent. And let's try out this ring. I'm hoping for protection from cold. Slaying. try the staffs, earth, and earth. 2 earths. Well, we don't need these. Let's climb out and drop what we don't need outside. Just in case, the off chance we ever will need them, which we won't. And it looks like we have quite a bit in the... No, we're not aiming poly. We want to read the Tome of Destruction. Oh! The Tome of Destruction actually destructs. Interesting. It looks like we picked up some other books in there, one being Orb of Destruction. There really is nothing better than Orb of Destruction, so we're going to get that. That leaves us with 1 spell level, which we will memorize Summon Butterflies with. Now let's take a look at our spell list. We more or less want everything here. We could get rid of Throw Frost and Magic Dart eventually. What are we training? Conjurations and Ice. Let's put a couple levels into Summoning because I would also like Shadow Creatures. And Butterflies is a must as well. Let's also wield our Flail and drop the 2 Staffs of Earth. Looks like we already did do that. Let's test this wand. Fire, that's worth keeping. Speaking of fire, looks like the frost, as weak as it is doing fairly decent work against these hideous creatures. Oh, and that got us starving again. We do have Gourmand, but let's eat a meat ration for now. Until we can find enough creatures to make our dinner. I thought I saw something else in there. Curse this fog. And we're back to the sharks. Oh, there he was. I knew it. Did I kill him? Not quite yet. And we don't want to stand in range of both sharks. Let's lure them over here and employ our Mystic Blast. And our Amulet of the Gourmand has kicked in. We can now dine on whatever creatures we wish. Which isn't something that is really necessary, but it certainly is convenient. That was a miss. And we got him. Summoning's is at level 2. We'll get it up to about level 4 for now. I believe Shadow Creatures is only a level 5 spell. And then we're going to want to, as much as possible, get our spellcasting up so we can get some more spell levels. However, we also want to continue on with... Oh, he's not dead yet. Oh, we're surrounded. That's okay. They are only green rats. Shadow Creatures is a good enough spell. It's exactly what I'm looking for in a summoning spell. Something to use in a pinch, more or less just to take the attention off me. And unfortunately this fellow is resistant to cold, so let's just blast him with Mystic Blast. Unfortunately, Ozakubu's armor is something that's going to have to go, I think. As much as I like it. The loss of all our potions is just not worth it. Pretty tough slug there. I guess that's why they call them elephant slugs. And speaking of elephants, here we go. We'll make them walk through the fire and mystic blast them as they come. It's time to set up some more fire. We will no doubt be knocked back very soon. There we go. And we're down to our last mystic blast. Now we're on our own. We'll make sure to retreat into previously explored territory. Save up some mana, blink, and Mystic Blast him as much as we possibly can, which wasn't adequate, unfortunately. I'm going to hit him with the flail a little bit. There we go. Back down to level 6. Looks like level 6 is more or less... Now, normally I'd burn down this forest to see what's in here, even though I know that most likely nothing is in here. But because of the magic mapping, I can see that there's only trees in there. Nevertheless, I will still burn down the forest. Just to be impetuous. Being an ice mage, you have to enjoy fire when you can possibly do it. Let's go back up and drop off these books. The Tome of Destruction I have seen around before. I'm not sure what the cost of using it is. Let's just drop everything else. That Tome of Destruction might come in handy. We are also not going to need nearly this much food since we have Gourmand, so let's drop more or less all of it. And we have another potion, which we should identify. Degeneration is something we do not want. Let's drop it. And now we have the Crystal Ball of Energy, so we could get our evocations up. But first let's work on our spellcasting. That will come later. Let's also drop this Wand of Confusion. We're not going to need that. Wolves, where did they come from? They will fall easily enough to my Mystic Blast. And speaking of which, what is the spell power of Throw Frost? It's maxed out. And as you can see, it's doing decent work. I also haven't used Mephitic Cloud in a while, but I will keep that around until we get to the vaults. That can still prove fairly useful. Up we go. A little blink. Just blink kite him for a little while and back down. How did we run out of mana? I must not have been paying attention, or I didn't recover enough. Not good, not good. Ow. Let's cure. Let's summon our butterflies. Butterflies again. More butterflies, please. Blink, blink. More, yet more butterflies. And a few more. Well, we've lost the spiny frog. Oh, no, we haven't. There he is. And here come the wolves. More butterflies. We're in big trouble here. Let's just teleport. I've had enough of this butterfly kiting. And here come the cursed yaks. All on dungeon level 6, which we have already completed. I just want to rest up, please. Sort of pining for Sif Muna's mana channeling right now. But truthfully, that wouldn't have helped me. I would have had to spend too many turns. Oh, and here's a staff. How did I miss that? What kind of staff would this be? A staff of power. Staffs of power are useful. And we do have slaying as well. I will forego using the staff of power for now. Stick with the flail. Just for protection's sake, and I want revenge. Sweet revenge on that spiny frog, so let's go find him. What do you mean have to go through dungeon level? Wolves. Am I wasting my time hunting down the spiny frog? I probably am. Nevertheless, I'm a vengeful Draconian. That spiny frog caused me pain and suffering. Justice must be done. Resist the urge to use Ozokubu's refrigeration, and let's blast. Now what we really need is a good ice spell. Refrigeration is a good ice spell, but not unless we have... There's a spiny frog. I'll take my revenge on him. There we go. If only it didn't blow up potions, it would be beautiful. Uh-oh. Looks like there is some manner of carnage here. Must be something terribly powerful to have taken out all those spiny frogs. I don't think a griffin could have done it all alone. Summonings is at 4. Let's turn it off for now. And work on our conjurations, since Orb of Destruction is going to be an important part of our arsenal. I should probably remember to use this Tome of Destruction. Just take a look at it. Tome of Destruction, P. An extremely powerful but unpredictable book of wild magic. It is more effective for those skilled at evocation, which I am not. But reading it may have undesirable effects regardless. On leaf of palm, on sedge wrought roll, on plastic, clay, and leathern scroll, man wrote his thoughts the ages past, and lo, the press was found at last. That can't be too old with a word like plastic in it, but... Well, since I intend to train up evocations a little bit, we'll hang on to it. But that can probably go into our library. We'll give a shout here and summon more yaks. It's unfortunate, only 2 yaks showed up for the party. Looks like some sort of dog vault here. More elephants. Mystic Blast him down. I don't think he's quite dead yet. Down to our last Mystic Blast and we got him. What's Vehument offering us right now? Nothing. How can that be? I must have memorized his last spell. Ooh, Death Yaks. Okay, we want to get the attention of one of them. And make him do the firewalk. Death Yaks are not something you necessarily want to stand toe-to-toe with. But after they've been softened up with enough firewalks, it is possible. Let's get another fire there. And Mystic Blast. Mystic Blast. There we go. Now we can rest up. Conjurations is at 12. Orb of Destruction is a very hungry spell, as is Ozokubu's. That's another reason we have to raise spellcasting. Now, hunger isn't really that much of a concern. What type of foul creature is this? An azure jelly. An extremely cold blob of bright blue cryptoplasm, forming bits of frost in the air around it. Extremely dangerous. Resistant to electricity, poison, and cold. Susceptible to fire. Well, I've got nothing left to corrode, so what the heck. It's freezing me, but I'm burning it. So let's hit him with Mystic Blast. And that's what I was looking for. Freezing Cloud. Excellent. Let's go upstairs, or if we have a Scroll of Amnesia, which we do, get rid of Ozokubu's, like so. Memorize Freezing Cloud, like so. And start getting our air magic up. Nevertheless, Freezing Cloud is more or less castable. I mean, it is castable 5%. What my concern is the spell hunger, and it shouldn't be because I can eat whatever I want and as much as I want. Ooh, another book. Book of the Sky. I believe we have one of these already. But we'll get it, nevertheless. I like collecting books. Here is a helmet, which we will make use of. Oh, we cannot make use of it. I think we can only wear hats. Let's blink. Freezing Cloud him. And hunt down these blink frogs. What's the best way to handle this? Let's just blast them with Mystic Blast, which doesn't seem to be working out for me very well. Best to ignore the blink frog and take down the basilisk so we don't get petrified. Oh, more elephants. Luckily there's a staircase nearby. Let's rest up and go face the elephant creatures. Best way to do this is Freezing Cloud them. They will blindly charge through the Freezing Clouds. They are stampeding elephants after all. Let's just put another one there. My only concern is this blink frog, which refuses to go away. And now I have two concerns that I've been pushed off the staircase. Conjurations is at 13, however I have an elephant right beside me. Let's step towards him, force him to remain in the cloud. Hit him with a dire flail, I suppose. And now we have another problem. I walked through the freezing cloud and took very little damage thanks to my cold resistance. And yet again, I forgot about my freezing breath, which probably could have saved me. We will use it against... Actually, we'll just freezing cloud these elephants. There we go. Trap them. Hit them with our dire flail. It looks like there's an ooze as well, but I can't see him. Go away, elephant. Maybe the ooze died. Alright, that is level 7, and now we go down to the dangerous level 8. There's a book. I'm very greedy for the books. That's why we're going to use our freezing cloud to good effect here. Surround ourselves with freezing vapors, and then Mystic Blast. That has drawn the attention of at least one yak, unfortunately. But that's fine. We've got a Book of Frost, which is sort of the thing we're looking for. Throw Icicle would be something that I'd be interested in learning. That's nice and spammable. Freeze is also an excellent spell. We do have 4 spell levels. Throw Icicle is a little bit superfluous because we have Mystic Blast. Nevertheless, it does more damage. Summon Ice Beast is also something to consider, but I'd rather have shadow creatures. Let's head back up to the stash. I think this sort of thing is going to end up... Oops, let's hang on to the Tome. Actually, let's drop the Tome of Destruction. And let's kill this fellow here and eat him. We can also drop the Staff of Power for now. We really haven't found too many rings on this run yet. Let's check out this wand. Draining, meh. I'll hang on to it in case I need it. Do we have it identify? We have 3 enchant armors. I'm going to drop those aside here. Wait till we actually get some armor. What is our armor class now? +8. That could get a lot better. I'm really curious as to what that potion is, but I'm not going to risk drinking it yet. What I did want to do is decide what to do about the spells. Shadow Creatures is a level 5 spell. We have to wait a little bit to memorize that. I think Throw Icicle is something we want to get. What does our spell list look like now? We could get rid of Mephitic Cloud. But as for now, we're going to put Throw Icicle on X, I guess. And how powerful is it? Nearly a little over 3/4. Let's eat the snake, get back up to engorge status, so we can spam. Happily spam. Oh, where did you come from? And as you can see, Throw Icicle tends to do a little bit better of a job than Magic Dart, or than Mystic Blast. I love my icicles. make the slug walk through the fire and continue on. Why fool around? Let's just freeze him. Use our freezing breath there, which of course doesn't work. And we have sacrificed enough potions to Mr. Ozo Kubo there. Let's blink. Again, my blink is useless. Not useless, but unlucky, let's say. Immediately drop the Wand of Confusion. Might one day come back for these wands, since we are going to be evoking a little bit. Check out what this does. Staff Cold. That's the kind of thing we're looking for. Unfortunately, that drops our armor class down to 8. Nevertheless, a cold enhancer is something we're going to want. Interesting. Very interesting. I find it hard to believe that this is the entirety of dungeon level 8, or layer 8. So let's try the rest of the staircases. Have we tried them all? This one, this one. Why is there only 2? That one we've tried. That goes to the slime pits. How many up staircases are there? There's 3, okay. That one, there's 1, 2, and 3, okay. Something's fishy. Very fishy, and I suspect this area here. We're going to spend some hunger, orb of destructioning our way into here. Can't be. It can't be. There's aha. Well, that saves some hunger. But God knows what horrors are going to lurk in here. Luckily it's a fairly narrow corridor, which is good for icing. Need to eat something, but we can't eat that elephant slug. I bet you there are horrors in here. Absolute horrors beyond description. Oh, a dragon. Let's ice him. And icicle him. Excellent. And now enjoy the cache. That should serve us well in the Orcish mines. Time for a wormy dinner. Will we have time to eat the wolf? I believe so. Elephants. Oh, he's still alive. How did that happen? Come, worm, I have no fear of you. Might be good to remember I have Orb of Destruction too, in case I run into something too horrible to contemplate, like these brain worms. And there's Bolt of Cold. That is something I wouldn't mind having either. Unfortunately, we do not have anywhere near the spell levels for it. It's a level 6 spell. I would have to get rid of a considerable amount, but no. Unfortunately, we can't get it. And it isn't something I'll necessarily employ too often either. Since we have Orb of Destruction, which ignores any resistance, we're probably better off with that. Oh my god. Moths. I hate these creatures. Okay, let's back off a little bit. Our intelligence has been damaged a wee bit, nothing really to be concerned about. Air magic is up to 6, and that's only dropped our freezing cloud 1%. We'll get it up to maybe 8. It's air magic, I believe, is last on the list. Let's see, conjuration, ice, air. Yes, it's last on the list. So, considering what I learned about throw frost, which was pathetically weak, even though we had 10 in ice magic. Yeah, that's good enough for now. Let's just back off. Hopefully the worm and then some butterflies will slow them down. As you can see, butterflies is more or less overpowered. I don't want to say that because the last time I said something was overpowered, the crawl devs nerfed it, that being Battlesphere. Not that I'm suggesting they watch my videos, they probably don't. I am not a good enough player for them to draw their interest in any way. Okay, we have a ring here, let's try that on. Ring of Slaying is somewhat useless on us. A small ruby ring. We have no identify scrolls. And no identify scrolls in the dungeon. So it's Orcish Mines time. Let's take a... Whoa! Yaks. Luckily we know how to deal with yaks. Oh, I shouldn't be freezing myself there, but I am cold resistant. Why can't I rest? Okay, back up to Lair 2 if these monsters will get out of my way. Which they... blink frogs. Is that it? Okay, let's go see what our stash... where is our stash? Oh, it's way up here. We can drop this random effects. Might as well drop the cold. We can summon cold at will. We'll drop some of this food. Actually, we'll keep the orange. Drop the grapes. We're not engorged, but we're close to it. Yes, we need the treasures of the Orcish Mines now. Off we go. Oh, we have the spider's nest and the swamp, which is a pretty good draw. It looks like we haven't found the Orcish Mines yet, which is odd. We are only on dungeon level 9, so it looks like it was an early lair. Let's kill him. Thank you. And creatures like this are cold resistant, so we'll use Mystic Blast. I can see invisible somehow. I don't know how I can. What is granting me this power? Oh! That ring I just put on that wasn't identified. How timely. Yes, yes, die. It's all so tedious. My power is too great for you, fools. And 7 chunks of flesh to dine on. We'll get our magic up to 7. I don't feel like training it much more than that. We'll probably outgrow the need for this enhancer staff eventually. Depending on how our intelligence comes along. Spellcasting at level 13, which will give us 1 spell level. Not nearly enough. I think these whites should be fine in the cold. And they were, but they weren't when it comes to Mystic Blasting. This is why I keep Mystic Blast around. I mean, Throw Icicle does have irresistible damage, but just in case you get a crowd of creatures, it's nice to have. It's nice to be able to Mystic Blast them too. Give a shout. Any more bees? Poisonous Cloud. We don't need both of them. Though Poisonous Cloud is a lot of fun, and in some ways it is better than Freezing Cloud. Looks like I've rolled this character fairly well. I don't want to say we're overpowered now, but for this stage of the dungeon we're doing fairly well. There's not much that can stand against us. Where are you, Orcish Mines? Where are you? We will go down another level. Fools. Glowing Whip. Let's just do a search for gloves. A search for a hat. A search for boots. Nothing. Give a shout. Any more of them coming? No. Conjure a flame and a freezing cloud. Icicle. Icicle is actually quite useful even late in the game. Ouroboros. Ooh, he drained me. That wasn't very nice. Now he's summoning butterflies? Ow. What manner of creature is he? Pale Draconian Wizard of Vehument. Master the following spells: Sticky Flame, Magic Dart, Summon Butterflies, Mephitic Cloud, and Blink. Then how is he throwing bolts of draining around? I imagine he is some sort of... Is he resistant to cold? No. Well, it's an easy solution then. Step towards him and finish him off with icicles. Now, how badly did he drain us? We'll live. Gloves! Excellent. I'm not going to bother enchanting these gloves. Oops, I didn't really mean to do that. Blink right beside a hill giant. Let's eat some orc. And speaking of orcs, where is the Orcish Mines? We didn't. It is possible that we missed it. Okay, air magic is at level 7. That gets turned off. We'll get ice magic back on. Actually, let's turn off ice magic. We're okay for now. Let's turn even conjurations off and get our fighting up to 10. The more hit points we have, I mean, we have enough tools to take out everything all through the Orcish Mines now. Even Saint Roca if he happens to come by. So let's use this to train up some defense. How many of these are there going to be? Not enough to warrant a freezing cloud. And we found some scrolls of identify, so let's put them to good use. Potions of haste are useful. Oh, stop being tedious, please. And still no sign of the Orcish Mines on dungeon level 11. Let's do 12, and then we're going to explore upwards in case we missed anything. I don't think the Orcish Mines can even spawn this low, but I'm not too worried about what we may encounter down here, as they will fall to my cold quite easily. Oh, there's the Orcish Mines. Excellent. Looks like they can spawn as low as dungeon level 12. That has to be the lowest at which it could possibly spawn. I really would like to do something about our armor class. We need at least a basic cloak. We do have gloves now. We need a hat, and we need a decent shield. A bigger shield would be nice. There is one of our wishes answered, a cloak. Oh. What is this thing? An orc zombie. Well, he's pretty tough. Three chunks of orc flesh. Let's put on our cloak. Fill up on orc. And continue to explore this level. I'm not going to bother with flame clouds. Two icicles took them down easily enough. Let's give a shout, just in case there's more of them. Conjure flame, and ice them all. I almost feel sorry for them. Glowing short sword. Here's where we want to use Mystic Blasts. I wasn't sure, but I'm very confident that shadow was cold resistant. Even though Throw Icicle will do good work against creatures like that. Hey, you weren't supposed to be able to do that. Fighting's up to level 7. There go the ugly things. I am sick, but that has not stopped me yet. I haven't lost an attribute to sickness all game. You know, I could get rid of Mystic Blast. When in need, I can use Orb of Destruction. Even though it's a pretty hungry spell, but that doesn't matter since I have Gourmand. I mean, what isn't hungry for me right now? Spellforged Servitor. I have no idea what that is. But it's something we must look into. Conjuration and Summoning. This spell summons an extraplanar elemental and binds it to a durable shell of magical power forged from the caster's own magic. By drawing upon the energy of the vessel which gives it form, the servitor is capable of unleashing some of the destructive spells known to its creator. You can sustain at most one creature's... Well, I've got to get this. I've got to get this. There's no question about it. Oops. I've got to get this. Unfortunately, I don't want to leave these fungi down here. Where did they come from? I was just through here. No, where's the next one? It's got to be down here somewhere. Is that it? Yes. Spellforged Servitor. Okay, let's get these 2 scrolls of amnesia and consider what to do here. Mephitic Cloud can go. That will give us, I believe, 4. We need 3 more. Mystic Blast can go. Orb of Destruction cannot. Yeah, I think those 2 are on the chopping block. Mephitic Cloud and Mystic Blast. They've served me well, but whatever the Spellforged Servitor is, it looks very interesting. Even if it kills me, it will be worth it. Mephitic Cloud, bye-bye. Oh, you know, I can use my books for this. Should have used do I have 2 books of Minor Magic? No. Book of Dreams, Book of Beasts, reference book on combat magic. What's this? That's my Orb of Destruction. I forgot that this is how often I use Vehument. I forgot you could use spell books to unlearn your spells. I don't want to get rid of Annihilations, I don't think. Glaciate, yeah, I don't want to get rid of that. And it doesn't seem to have Mystic Blast either. I learned Mystic Blast from Vehument himself, I believe, so... let's drop that. I might as well use the other Amnesia Scroll. Bye-bye Mystic Blast. Okay, so let's memorize Spellforged Servitor. That will have to be improved with some summoning skill here. Let's turn that back on. Now, what we need to do is arrange our spells nicely. Icicle can go on F, I believe. Good, good, very good. And Spellforged Servitor. Freezing Cloud can go on B. Good. And what would I like? Servitor can go on G. Should I cast it? Yeah, let's cast it. Hello! Let's go kill something. Come on, do something. Oh, he conjured a glowing orb. This is exciting. How long does he hang around? Looks like a normal summon duration. Alright, well let's polish off this floor, and then it's time to explore the Orcish Mines. An encrusted copper ring, this has to be looked into. As does that potion. Potion of Confusion. Wand, let's drop the Potion of Confusion and reapply our Ring of See Invisible, because the Ring of Positive Energy is not necessarily useful. I can stand a bit of draining. What do you want? Abysmal Rune of Zot. Well, that's going to be tough to get. Okay. To the Orcish Mines. You dare stand in my path. Foolish creatures. Feel my icicle. Glowing Dragger, no doubt draining weapons. Okay, yep, drained. That's fine. As long as I have some frog to eat. Where did you come from? Oh my god, they're tough. Let's teleport. I don't want to deal with them right now. Where did we last see them? Down here. Now we can deal with them. You will be dealt with. And why are we flying all of a sudden? Oh, that's right. Our breath ability has... Ah, it pushes back flying creatures. Interesting. Alright, die. Why are we flying? Did I quaff a potion of flight? I don't know. The mysteries. Let's see what awaits us in the Orcish Mines. The usual rabble. Nothing to concern ourselves with. Let's get to engorge status, and we will leave the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, we conquer the Orcish Mines. Let's just take a little review here. Spellcasting is up to 13, plus the draining, whatever that would be. We're training summonings. We want to get Servitor up. That looks like a lot of fun to play with. Orb of Destruction for any nasties we run into. Summon Butterflies and Blink for escape. Freezing Cloud for general mayhem. We could get rid of Magic Dart and rely on Throw Frost at this point. I might do that with the Book of Minor Magic. And everything else is good. I haven't used Repel Missiles once, although I probably could have and should have. And Flight is something I could probably get rid of too, however. We do have the Swamp, so we're going to need Flight. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.